Hi guys, I'm Michał, Creative Director at Apptention, and today I will tell you how to get first users to your app. I will talk about it with an application. I will talk about this concept with application called Less, which we developed, strategized here at Apptention. So let's get to it. Have you ever wondered how much of your clothes is actually unused? I'll tell you, it's more than 50%. We found out that more than 50% of clothes are unused, and apparel industry contributes to 8% of global pollutants. That's a lot, that's scary. That's why we introduced application called Less, which help you sell and buy pre-owned clothes and contributes to minimalistic lifestyle. With Less, we were able to save water, energy, which contributes to just savings. Of course, we didn't get there overnight. Like when client approached us, that application didn't have that edge. It was called differently. It lacked clear strategy. It didn't fit the market because it was targeted to the influencers selling luxury items, which we thought that's really too tiny on the Polish market, especially. Didn't bring that much value. It had lots of features. And quite frankly, our team just didn't believe in that product. So we ran through creative sessions, creative exercises, workshops, research, presentations, scoping MVP, just to get the team realigned and to find the essence of this product. What did we do? What were the ingredients? Like first, the market research. Like what are the trends? What are the prognoses? Are there any legislation change? And during that exercise, I found out that second-hand market was growing year by year on 16% rate. That's quite a lot. Like usually 8% growth. That's already big growth, and everyone is investing in those markets. But 16%, that's huge. And I found out that it was mostly driven by millennials and Gen Z. So young people, they were more keen on buying used clothes than the older generations. There was just something about it. So it was obvious for me that we need to focus on affordable second-hand outfits rather than luxury products. Then I ran through target group analysis, and I found out that people crave for sustainable lifestyle, minimalistic lifestyle, and they just have the problem of overcluttered wardrobe. So they need some tool that will help them find the freedom that lies in just less choices. I run through competition, like see what other solutions, other products they offer, and the features were quite standard, but the functionality, the whole smoothness of the process was lacking. So everyone was nagging about like the comfort and easiness that they knew from applications like Zalando, where it's so easy to buy and return that it's just do you want to just buy in Zalando, just return if you don't like it. So that's easy. The easiness was really missing. And when I was analyzing how they communicate, I've noticed that no one was really talking about minimalism, about environment, about how to really contribute to sustainability through fashion. So we thought that would give us actually an edge and will differentiate us from the market. So Count Me, which was originally called, turned into Less. And the name speaks for itself, like less promote, less staff, less problems, more freedom, more you, like more your authentic personality, how you want to present to the world. So your own style, your own fashion, and being sustainable was really important here as well. We've created a brand. We did the photo shoot. We recorded videos. We created the concept around this brand. As you can see, we really tried to tap into the minimalism, tried into sophistication a bit, and that it would really speak to younger generations. So that how we approach the brand. How we approach the production. The link is in comments, so I won't go over this in detail here, but if you are interested, there is case study on our website, and I will link this presentation so we can review this part once again. So let's get to the nitty gritty. Like we had a product, we had an application, and we knew we need to find out how to get this to the market, because if it didn't have first users, like how would we really know that that concept is really needed on the market? So since we were targeting to millennials and Gen Z, we knew three things. Like we need to use their medium, so social media, speak through someone who would listen, speak through someone whom they would listen to, hear influencers as stars and so if we can call it that way, and how we can really grab their attention more than once. So how to repeat this this message so it sticks, so they have an opportunity to hear it more than once. So in a nutshell, we were trying to raise the awareness of the cluttered wardrobe problem, because that was our punchline. Like, you don't use more than 50% of your wardrobe. Like, how do you get people to get people thinking and get people knowing that they really have too much stuff and they are able to sell it? So we asked influencers, like, guys, can you put on the white paper a number of unused clothes you have in your closet, like, and don't tell the influencer this in a minute. That ask them, how do you think what this number really means? So the comments went crazy. Like, people were saying that's how many years that's how old you are, that's how many months of vacation you didn't have, that's how many boyfriends you had, this is how much you earn, and so on and so forth. But so the comments, the questions were going. But after 3 days, they said, listen, can you remember that mysterious number? That was the number of unused clothes I had in my wardrobe. Like, for example, this shirt or this bag, which you can now buy in a new application called Less. And people were like, I didn't know that. Like, let me count my unused clothes. Like, oh, I'm sure I have something like that in my closet, like this same number in my closet as well. And they were like, I just didn't thought of that. So thanks to that, we hit 14,000 downloads within only 3 days, and we placed Less at the first place in the shopping category in App Store. So that was a hit. We knew we got people going, we got people understanding the message, we got people understanding the problem, we got people downloading the app and be able to do something about this problem. So our client was really happy, because every pieces, every puzzle just worked together and created that attraction, like this initial traction into the application. But yeah, it was a tough process. So if I can sum it up in 3 advices I would give, that first would be, like, really look on the market. Like, are you really tapping into the highest potential? What are the trends? How this market gonna change? Like, we knew that there will be more and more communication about protecting the environment, that fast fashion is wrong, and we see that today, that it's really happening, and that helped Less to get the traction it needed. Then, like, what change do you really want to do with your product? Is this something that will speak to your audience? Are they willing to make this change as well? Would they would they vouch for your application? Would there be promoters of your idea because it's their idea as well? And third, like, what is the first goal? Like, do you need to really build everything? Do you really need just tiny few bits of functionalities just to get the first users? So the first goal is really to get the first users to an application, because otherwise you don't know if what you're building is really needed and necessary. And to stay agile. Like, we changed this over 6 months, couple times, changed the brand, changed the colors, changed the brand itself, like how it looks like, what's the look and feel, just to make sure we evolve, we develop, we get something better than the previous iteration. So our client was really happy because we were the partner that contributed to the success of this application. We contributed the strategy, we contributed the marketing, and we delivered the app, which was something different than his previous partner did, which they didn't develop. And one more thing that I would emphasize, like entering the market is just the first step. The next step is developing the application, growing the team, growing the applications itself with new features, with bugs, like just working on the bugs, etc. So you need money, you need investment. So once we were releasing the application to the market, our client already had the pitch from us, pitch presentation, had a roadmap, had a communication plan. All that was necessary for him to secure the next round of the investment, and he did. He succeeded with 12 million zlotys of investment, including Robert Lewandowski, who contributed to this idea because he believed that it's worth, that it's something that has a future. So right now Lesk has more than 500,000 of downloads and many users who are using the application and contributing to the environmental change. So once again, don't build a rocket, you just need a bike. And sometimes you don't even need a bike. You can just send a press release and see how your idea is resonating with the market. And like, if I could really like give the last advice, it's like talk to people, talk to your customers, talk to other entrepreneurs, because idea is only an idea, but when you release an idea, you already have feedback and you can work on that feedback and take your idea a step further. If you like that, there is more case studies, more tips and tricks on Apptension.com. I really advise you to visit that site. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and thank you for your attention. Bye.